As the offseason buzz begins to swirl, speculation and excitement are at an all-time high across the NFL. Teams are gearing up for training camp after an eventful draft in Pittsburgh, and for the Dallas Cowboys, the outlook is particularly promising. Could this be the year we finally see a turnaround? The anticipation is palpable, especially given the strategic moves made in recent months. CBS Sports has highlighted the promising defensive additions as a key reason for optimism surrounding the Cowboys as they prepare for the 2026 season. Let's be honest here, 2025 was a year to forget for the Dallas defense, which was historically one of the worst in the league. That's putting it mildly. However, the front office seems to have recognized the dire need for change and has set out to completely overhaul the defensive unit. The hiring of Christian Parker as the new defensive coordinator signals a fresh start, and the roster changes reflect a commitment to improvement. The Cowboys made aggressive moves in both free agency and the draft to address their defensive woes. CBS Sports noted that they acquired 5 projected defensive starters to fortify a unit that allowed the most points in the league last season. That's a staggering statistic and one that surely ignited a fire under the decision-makers at Jerry World. High-profile signings like safety Jalen Thompson and cornerback Kobe Durant show that the Cowboys are serious about revamping their secondary. Moreover, the acquisition of Rashawn Gary from the Green Bay Packers adds a much-needed edge presence, someone who can disrupt opposing quarterbacks, an area where the Cowboys have struggled mightily in recent seasons. But it doesn't stop there. The draft was a critical component of Dallas's strategy, with the Cowboys selecting safety Caleb Downs as their first pick. There's a buzz around Downs. Analysts have touted him as a potential game-changer and perhaps the best safety the franchise has seen since the days of Darren Woodson. That's a bold claim, but the talent is there. He could be the difference-maker this team desperately needs. Alongside him, UCF edge Malachi Lawrence was also drafted, adding to a defensive line that is poised to take significant strides forward. While his impact may not be as immediate as Downs, every layer of the defense is being bolstered, and that's something to be excited about. Last season, the Cowboys boasted one of the highest-scoring offenses in the league, with most of those key players returning. Head coach Brian Schottenheimer did commendable work in orchestrating that unit, and now, with a fortified defense, there's every reason to believe that the Cowboys could make a serious playoff push this season. The offensive firepower is still there. It's now about balancing that with a defense that can keep opponents at bay. But let's not get carried away just yet. While the additions are promising, integrating new players into a cohesive unit takes time, and chemistry is crucial. There will be challenges ahead as the team adapts to new schemes and roles on the field. Fans need to temper their expectations, but it's hard not to feel a swell of hope at the direction the Cowboys are heading. So, where are you watching from, Cowboys Nation? What do you think about these recent moves? Are you feeling the optimism that CBS Sports is touting, or do you still have reservations about the upcoming season? Your thoughts are important. Leave a comment below. As we transition into the next segment of our coverage, the focus will shift to how these defensive changes might impact the Cowboys' overall strategy as we head deep into the offseason. The anticipation is building, and it's shaping up to be an interesting ride for Dallas fans. Caleb Downs, a name that's already buzzing in the Dallas Cowboys camp, made quite the statement during the rookie minicamp. Sporting the number 18 jersey, he quickly became the hottest-selling jersey of the 2026 NFL draft class. But hold on to your hats, Cowboys fans, because there's a twist in the tale. Downs is now slated to wear number 13, as confirmed by the Cowboys' official site. However, keep your ears to the ground, because there's still a possibility he might snag the number 2 jersey he wore during his time at Ohio State. Why the switch? Well, that number 2 jersey is currently held by new cornerback Kobe Durant. The intrigue lies in whether Downs and Durant can strike a deal, a common practice among players regarding jersey numbers. During minicamp, when asked if he might stick with number 18, Downs kept it ambiguous, stating, "We're going to see what happens." It seems like the rookie is keeping his options open, which is a savvy move considering the hype around his growing fan base and the significance of a jersey number in establishing one's identity in the league. In addition to Downs, the Cowboys welcomed another promising talent into the fold. Pass rusher Malachi Lawrence, selected number 23 overall, is also generating buzz with the 3rd best-selling jersey since the draft. This showcases the strong potential the Cowboys front office sees in their new recruits, reflecting an exciting future for the team. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate what Downs brings to the table. Last season, he earned All-American honors not once, but twice, and even made it to the 9th spot in the Heisman Trophy voting for 2025. His stats are nothing short of impressive. 257 total tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 6 interceptions across his time at Alabama and Ohio State. What's even more compelling is the endorsement from Alabama's legendary head coach Nick Saban. In a nod to Cowboys fans, Saban proclaimed Downs to be as fine a young man as you're ever going to find to be a part of your team. He highlighted Downs' versatility, stating he can excel in various roles, whether in the box, deep field, or in man-to-man coverage. This kind of praise from Saban speaks volumes about the kind of player the Cowboys are getting at number 11 overall. Moreover, Saban cheekily mentioned the culinary skills of Downs' mother, hinting that if the Cowboys want to build a rapport, they should definitely pay her a visit for some of that famous white chili. It's a lighthearted moment that reminds us of the human side of the game, even as we dissect the strategic elements of team building. As we watch this situation unfold, it's clear that the Cowboys are investing in young talent who not only have the skills, but also the character to thrive in the demanding environment of the NFL. The jersey number may seem like a trivial detail, but for players, it's often a badge of honor and a symbol of their journey. Will Downs claim number 2, or will he embrace the new identity of number 13? This is the kind of drama that keeps fans on the edge of their seats. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the latest developments around the Cowboys and their dynamic roster changes. There's plenty more to explore, and the excitement is just getting started. As we dive deeper into the latest developments surrounding the Dallas Cowboys, let's focus on the intriguing situation with rookie Caleb Downs, who has already made waves at the minicamp with a notable jersey number change. After donning number 2 throughout his time in college, Downs has been handed number 18. But hold on, folks, because this is just the tip of the iceberg. With voluntary OTAs approaching on June 1st, the number game is still in play, and speculation is swirling around what's next for the young player. According to Tommy Yarish from the team's official site, Downs is currently set to wear number 13 when the team reconvenes. Now, for those of you looking to grab that jersey, keep in mind, this number is not set in stone. Yarish has emphasized that it could very well change before the regular season kicks off. Remember, the Cowboys are notorious for their fluidity regarding jersey assignments, and fans should be ready for possible last-minute changes. Let's not forget the precedent established just last season when George Pickens, who was traded from the Steelers, was assigned number 13. That number was initially up for grabs, but eventually switched when he opted for number 3, with Dante Fowler Jr. making a similar shift from number 3 to number 13 in the process. This kind of number swapping is not uncommon, and often comes down to negotiations. Now, if Downs really wanted to claim his beloved number 2, he would have to negotiate with Kobe Durant, the offseason addition from the Rams, who's currently wearing that number. While players often engage in financial negotiations to switch numbers, there's been no indication that Downs is looking to make that move. Perhaps he's comfortable with number 13 or, like Pickens, is keeping his options open for a potential number he feels more connected to. Regardless of the number, one thing remains clear. The performance on the field is what will ultimately define Caleb Downs, no matter what digits are on his back. For Cowboys fans, the excitement lies in what this rookie can bring to the team as he transitions from college stardom to the professional stage. As we wrap up the segment, it's important to reflect on what this means for the Cowboys moving forward. Numbers may change, but the impact of a player's performance remains constant. Will Caleb Downs make the leap and become a cornerstone of the Dallas defense? Only time will tell, but the anticipation is certainly building. Where are you watching from? Drop your location and thoughts in the comments below. And if you're as passionate about the Cowboys as we are, don't forget to subscribe and share your opinions. Let's keep the conversation going as we gear up for another electrifying season.